Hi, BookTube. I'm Peg, the book prize addict. Probably the most inconsistent content creator on BookTube, but for today I'm back. I haven't been able to really focus on reading well literary fiction the last 6 months since my country sort of just started going crazy. I won't say anything more, but it affects so many people and it's hurting so many people. But that's enough. Okay. I, as I said, I was having a hard time reading, but I was able to knit. Here's some of the scarfy things I did that I'll show you more if I make another video. One day I was knitting, I thought, maybe I'll listen to an audiobook. So I used to really love mysteries. They would hold my attention when nothing else was. So I started listening to mysteries on my audio, and all of a sudden I was in a different place. I was in the world of the book and moving my hands, whatever that does. Steve Donahue even said moving around helps your mood. And I not only got a lot of other things done, but I started getting more into books. Anyway, so today I've missed quite a few book prizes that have come up. So I want to talk about one of my always favorite ones, the EDGAR Award. It is sponsored by the Mystery Writers of America for books and other things that are mysteries, crime, etc. I'm leaving a link to the award page down below. The award's going to be on May 1st in New York City, so it's pretty big time. The award covers different genres or even ways of communicating. It has books, of course, short stories, nonfiction, television, other things that are mystery related. So you might want to look over some of the things. There's a lot of mystery and crime stuff out there. I'm going to talk about today the novel category, best novel category in the EDGAR Awards. And there's 7 books. I've got them, the last 3 are my favorite 3, and I'll tell you when I get there. The others are good. They're all good. I'm actually surprised. I haven't read mysteries in a long time. They're a lot more literary fiction, I would say. Not quite that, but very well written, good plots. I had a great time. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to talk about the 7 books. The first one is The In Crowd. This is actually the second in a series by this author, and it's about, I guess you would say, misbehavior and crime in London's high society. Both of them are. You can see the picture here of a Big Ben, etc. Starts out with a garden party in a very, very nice villa in London. People are sniping at each other. He does a great job of showing the group dynamics there. She does. But yeah, she does. Anyway, it ends up with a dead body in the Thames and another dead body. Now, also, there's a thing that I've noticed a lot in mystery novels this year. There's a disappearance of somebody. They don't know if they're dead, alive, they're nobody. And of course, you could do many things with a starting point like that. And this actually has that. Okay, the next is actually a translation called My Favorite Scar. It's written by an Argentinian author in Spanish, and it's actually called Argentina Noir. Now, I love anything with the name Noir on it. That means kind of moody and dark. Anyway, this one certainly is. Actually, it's the story of a 15-year-old girl who lives with her father, who's I guess you would say, criminal. And she's been trained to help him out in his endeavors. It starts out with her fixing a bullet a bullet hole he has in him. He's taught her how to fix it, and so he doesn't have to go to the hospital. Anyway, she has a little kit to use. As things go on, he gets more and more trouble. He's into the opium trade, and he has to go on the run with him from some mean guys. And it's a great story of their drive through Argentina with lots of great atmosphere and told from her point of view. And as she thinks about, is this a life I really want? Well done. Okay, the next one is Rough Trade. This is the second book in a series, but you can just read this. It is actually historical fiction. Historical crime novel, takes place in 1887, and it has a woman, I guess you would say detective, called Alma Rosali, who was trained by the famous spy Pinkerton agency, but she was let go because she enjoyed dressing as a man. And it was great for undercover work, but they really didn't take to that. So she went out on her own and pretty much dressed like a man the rest of the time. And she was going undercover for different gangs and trying to get them. And I guess on her own, they actually call it both a genre and a gender blurring novel. It was very good. I'm sure there'll be more of those. Okay. The next one is The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. You may be familiar if you like fantasy. He's a award-winning fantasy author. And this is actually a combination of mystery and fantasy, start of a series. And I'm not into fantasy a lot. I haven't really read it. But it's got a lot of good reviews for people that do like that, and I'm sure there'll be more of those. I think it's the start of the series. Okay, now we're on to my three favorite, starting with the least, going to the best. Okay, the next one is called Listen for the Lie. It has time jumps around, which at least they give you the date each chapter is. It makes it easier to follow. But there are two sisters, young sisters, walking to school, and they got split up somehow, and one actually disappeared. And it goes through many years. She's never found. Well, I won't say never. I won't say anything about the ending. But it really shows the effect on the family and the things going on around them. It's one of the best curiously ending things I've ever read. I would definitely try this. I might even read this one, a missing person theme again. I told you the wrong one. Wait. Now, everything I just told you was about just read about the other one. You can read it on the list. Everything I told you was Things Don't Break on Their Own. That's the one with the two sisters. But, well, no, it's not true. This one has older sisters, and one disappears, and they think maybe her husband did it. They're not sure. It goes, and it's really well done. I just don't see how they think up these crooked turning mysteries that are so good. And I actually did a real good job on the personality and the characters too. Even if they were minor, they definitely had personality that I felt like I knew them. Okay, on to my favorite, and hopefully the winner on May 1st. I'm sure you've probably heard of it if you're into mysteries at all. It's called The God of the Woods. It's on other book lists, not necessarily mystery lists. Some quasi-literary fiction prize list, and it is terrific. It's gotten our awards already. I think it'll win this one. Quickly, it's another missing person story. Takes place in a summer camp out in the woods where kids go, and they have a missing person. The missing girl is actually the daughter of the people that own the land. So it goes in, they have this huge house across the woods from it, and her brother had disappeared 14 years earlier. So this was like a bad scene and really worked out well. Another good character building, and I would read this for sure if I were you. So we'll see what wins. I haven't done this in so long. I hope I know how to upload. So if you see this, I figured it out. Bye.